Ric Bucher from FS1 speak on what he thinks the Browns should do at number 2.
They should pass on taking a quarterback with the number 2 pick. The definition of insanity, we all know it, right? You keep doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. Like, they've done this enough times with quarterbacks. I'm just going to run down a quick list on you. Baker Mayfield, Johnny Manziel, Brandon Weeden.
But Baker was the right pick, man. They messed that up. Go ahead, Rick. I'm sorry, but they messed that up.
But there was also question marks about each and every one of those guys as to whether they should be taken where they were taken, right? And it didn't work out for whatever reason, right? And I feel like that's what we're talking about with these quarterbacks in this draft. Nobody's saying there's that Shedeur is a sure thing. People aren't even saying Cam Ward is a sure thing, right? And in the meantime, probably the biggest reason is that I saw the Browns 2 years ago go 11-6 and make the playoffs, playing 5 different quarterbacks. Why? Because their defense was elite.
Yeah.
And you have the opportunity, whether it's Abdul or Travis, and we can have that debate in terms of what would be the smarter pick, but you have the ability to go get somebody elite to add to your strength.
With that, let's welcome in Tim Bielik from the Plain Dealer, cleveland.com. Tim, I don't often agree with Ric Bucher, but I do in this instance. And you can debate all you want about Baker Mayfield. Josh Allen, doing better. Lamar Jackson, doing better. Now, did anybody know that? No, but the guys drafting should know more than the guys talking about it on TV.
I mean, that's a fair argument to make, but I do want to push back on something Ric Bucher said. Say the idea of, definition of insanity, saying the Browns have done this before. They've taken 2 quarterbacks in the top 10 since 1999, Tim Couch and Baker Mayfield, and you could argue that those are the 2 best quarterbacks they've drafted since they've come back. All the other guys they're mentioning drafted 20 years later, those are basically darts at a dartboard or lottery tickets at that point. So I can't really go ahead and call those shots. Those are dart throws, and dart throws are different than taking shots and basically stepping up to the plate and swinging on a quarterback. And what are you saying about defense? Yeah, it's true that Browns have the number 1 defense in 2023, but the issue is defenses have a lot more variance year over year. We saw that play out in 2024 when obviously we kind of expected they were going to take a step back, and they did. But part of that, again, was also that the offense was so historically bad. Again, 12th worst ever by DVOA. And if you take the Jameis Winston games out, the worst that DVOA has ever measured. That was an offense that kept playing that defense in bad positions again and again and again, and they couldn't succeed because of it. No defense can win by itself in the NFL. You have to be able to score the football, kind of like what you were saying earlier in the show. So, I mean, I'm still a big Travis Hunter guy. I'm gonna be that guy until the Browns do decide otherwise in 2 weeks in the draft. I keep saying Shadeur's going to be a number 1 guy. Spoiler alert, I have a 7-round mock coming in the morning for the Browns. Shadeur is going to be my pick at number 2 there. So I have no reason to think otherwise right now.